The speaker is a seasoned business leader. He's a titan of industry. And prior to joining Nutun in October of 2022, he was a managing director at Accenture, looking after 3 distinct businesses: financial services, retail and consumer goods, as well as telecommunications. During his 16 years at Accenture, he worked across many different industries and different geographies. He has extensive experience spanning e-commerce, business process outsourcing, and digital innovation. And before joining Accenture, he worked with various companies in the UK in both strategic and commercial roles. He has worked with leading global organizations in driving growth, business, and digital transformation. His philosophy is, and I quote him, "Success in a business is driven by relationships and how people leverage the power of a diverse team to make a true impact." Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome our joint CEO, John Watling.
That was a bit over. You're going to have to stay here with me now. Sure, I'm not sure if that really was me, but yes, thanks, Mullen. So I want to welcome you all here this evening and start off by just stopping and looking around this building. It is incredible. This is our new head office, and it really does epitomize who this organization has become over an incredible 20 years that it's grown. You know, at the moment, we are utilizing 3 floors in this building. There are 7, and next year we're going to be having a great celebration when we take over all 7, and this building formally becomes the Nutun building opposite the Gautrain. So tonight I want to give you a slightly different lens on our business. I don't want you to see us as leaders in collections, leaders in innovation, customer experience, payments, and payroll. I want you to see us through a different lens. This organization is about the fusion between digital technology and human ingenuity. And that's ultimately what we do as a business. If I just go back and explain some of the history quickly of this amazing organization, it sprung out of an incredible entrepreneurial journey, and those of you who work here know that that DNA sits very strong within the organization. In 2016, we became TCRS and changed the capital market in South Africa. A couple of years later, we made our first entry into foreign markets and we entered Australia. And then last year, we bought an organization called Recoveries CX. And when you put all of these things together, we've added acquisitions over the years, partnerships. We really have built an incredible mix of capability that we can offer unto our clients. So where did the name Nutun come from? So it was Sir Isaac Newton. And for those of you who know Sir Isaac Newton, he was probably the greatest mathematician, physicist, astronomer of all time. And many would argue that he laid the foundation for innovation and for change and for seeing the world in a different light. One of our missions as Nutun is to be able to see the world in a different light and to innovate and to be a tribute to what Sir Isaac Newton was. Who are we today? So today, we have over 6,500 people. We're all over the world. We've got people in Fiji, Canada, Botswana, US, UK. And we become a true family of Newtonites. Those 6,500 people are one family. And we're working together in different ways, and we'll continue to enhance the way we work as individual organizations. To give you a feel, almost half our revenue comes from international clients. And what's important here is that gives innovation, It gives thought leadership, sharing of ideas across the world, bringing some of the thinking into South Africa and certainly taking a lot of it out of South Africa into those other geographies. It brings a diversity that we wouldn't have if we were just a South African organization. So we've got 3 businesses. The first one is Recoveries, and many of you will know that Recoveries plays a critical life in the credit cycle of many South Africans. It's about understanding the needs of our customers on behalf of our clients, nursing them back to financial wellness, and ensuring the sustainability of our clients. We're the largest recoveries business in the country. We are also the largest recoveries business, or the contingency recoveries business, in Australia today. The other part is CX. So CX for me is about an enthusiastic, passionate team that's working with our clients to take their customers from a customer experience to customer care and lifetime value. And what's really interesting, so this for me is fascinating. There are 3,500 South Africans today in Nutun directly represent the brands of international clients. And that's an amazing thing to be entrusted with as an organization. The final piece of our business is what we call Nutun Transact, which is a payments platform and payroll. To give you a feel for the size of Nutun Transact, we are processing more than 500,000 payroll slips every month, and we're responsible for payments of about 15 odd million on behalf of our clients. So what's interesting is when I joined Nutun, I was sort of researching a bit, and I don't know if you've heard that saying, standing on the shoulders of giants, I can see further. That was Isaac Newton. And for me, coming into the organization in the last few months, I really do feel I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. And for all of us in Nutun, we have a big responsibility to continue to grow this organization and to impact our clients and impact our communities. Let's talk about purpose. So it's all good and well to have a business that's got great clients, that's got a great track record, but one needs a purpose. And over many years, parts of our different divisions, interestingly, have all contributed to education, whether it's in schools, whether it's universities, whether it's the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of hours that we train in our business across the world. We were awarded the Top Employer Award a few months ago, which is an incredible tribute to who and what we stand for, and a great recognition of that. You know, Nelson Mandela talked about, just after he was released from prison actually, he spoke about education being the most powerful weapon to change the world. And we have a responsibility in this country to educate the youth, to educate each other, and to educate our people. This year, we are changing the game. We're launching what we're calling One Agent, One Child. For every agent that is supporting an international client, we will educate a child in this country. We're working with an institution called Mellon Educate. It's an amazing program. And you know, if you think about purpose, can you imagine being an agent knowing that every hour you work, something is going to educate a child? It really, for me, it's an exciting initiative. It's a brainchild of Des sitting in the back there, but it really is an exciting initiative. It's not only that. What our industry has is a great track record of government support. The Department of Trade and Industry have been very active in the industry for many, many years, and it truly has made an impact on the jobs that we've created and will continue to. BPESA, our industry body, is changing the game for us. It's changing the profile of South Africa. It's getting South Africa to really be recognized as a global leader. Reshni Singh, who's the CEO of BPESA, where are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. It's an honor to have you here this evening. So let's talk about where people and technology come together. this fusion between human ingenuity and technology. I'll give you a couple of examples. People talk about data being the oil to feed the world. I don't believe that's correct. It's insights that drive decisions that's going to feed the world. And what this organization has is incredible capability in analytics-driven insights. In our collections business, we hold the credit records of over 18 million active credit clients in South Africa, which means we can pull together that data, supplement it with data from other sources, and really help our clients to make precise decisions around the way they manage their customers. The other one is people enabling technology. So it's all good and well for us to have great technology, but people are what's really important. So over the years, the systems that have been built up in this organization have all sorts of cool stuff like gamification, workforce management to help enrich the lives and enrich the way people think about technology, those folks who work with us. So that's kind of what we do, but I want to tell you a quick story about something really cool. So who knows what GPT stands for in the chat? Everyone's talking about ChatGPT, but none of us know what it is. I found out yesterday. It's called Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Thanks very much, Hans, for educating me. So that technology's been around a few months. We've already got folks innovating and looking at how do we use ChatGPT, link that to our advanced speech analytics and our text capabilities, so text to guide voice conversations using ChatGPT. That's the way this business is wired, to constantly innovate and look for new things. We know load shedding has really been a tough one for all of us. We've already started working on how do we innovate, accepting that load shedding is part of our lives. How do we use our dialer and the analytics in the dialer and digital collections to make better contact? So we're overlaying the load shedding schedule, and we're working with telcos to make us more effective and efficient in the way that we can contact credit customers. So you can see when I talk about the fusion of people and technology, it's real. And we'll talk a little bit later, and Tando and I will have a chat about digital. So I think my point about standing on the shoulders of giants is clear from what I've spoken about. People have asked me a few times what's exciting about Nutun. I'll tell you what's exciting. Nutun is an example of a South African company that is going global and changing the world. And we haven't even started yet. We are truly impacting clients around the world. And that's a great purpose to have and a great thing to be able to do with our clients. Our clients are really important to us. So if you're a client here this evening and you're not having conversations with us about our digital technology, about our analytics, about our artificial intelligence, then let's have those conversations, because we really believe we can impact your organizations as we are many others. So if you walk around the building tonight, and it's even more so than I thought, there's this palatable excitement, enthusiasm, anticipation for the future. And it really is an honor to be working in this organization and working on how do we infuse human ingenuity with technology. Thanks very much.